With the first pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Deandre Ayton from Nassau, Bahamas, and the University of Arizona.
Ayton going ahead of Marvin Bagley III, and he is the 9th straight freshman to go #1 overall and the first Arizona Wildcat to be selected with the top overall pick in the draft. Ayton said during the lead up to the draft, you see his coach at Arizona, Sean Miller, that he knew he was going to go #1. He sold the Suns, and now he's the first overall pick in the draft.
And rightfully so, Reese. He is the prototypical big man in today's NBA. 7'1". He's got a 7'5" wingspan. And by the way, in Vegas, the over-under for my saying wingspan is 4.5. Take the over and tip it back, America. But he's a fluid athlete with great footwork. He's a freak athlete in addition to being a fluid one, but a physical specimen that is broad-shouldered. He is big and strong, and it seems like it takes big guys years to put on that kind of frame, and he's got it coming into the NBA. But he is a complete offensive player. He can rebound. He's very good in the post. He's got excellent footwork with his back to the basket. You can see him spinning to the rim there. And he can face up, and he's got a very nice jump shot, and I think he can stretch that out even further. Any rebound he wants, he can get, and he can tip it and keep it alive and tip it to himself. He's got a second and third jump. He's also a good shooter from the free throw line, 75%, an excellent shooting stroke, and he can pass out of the post. A really, really good player.
And here's the guy who he reminds me of, Joel Embiid. He can take you out to the mid-post area. He can go back to the basket. He's very agile, and as Jay said, the complete offensive game. But not only that, he affects the other side of the basketball court. He's a rim protector and can guard and pick and rolls. I see a lot of promise in this young man.
Deandre Ayton is a native of the Bahamas 40 years ago. Another player from Bahamas, Michael Thompson, was selected first overall. He moved to the United States at age 13. This was after he went to a basketball camp. His dad had let him come to work with him as a plumber and paid him $20 a day. He lasted a week. Dad said, "You coming back next week?" He said, "No way. I'm paying for a basketball camp." That was a wise decision and a very good investment, as Deandre Ayton's with Maria Taylor.
Absolutely, Reese. And Deandre, go ahead, open up your jacket. We're talking about the Bahamas, and he has the flag stitched to the inside of his coat. And let's start there. When you were 12 years old, you came to the States and you said you wanted to find a job to help your family in the Bahamas, and you've accomplished that goal. What does it mean in this moment?
I mean, it means the world to me. My family and coaches know the hard work I put in this game to really try and be successful and achieve all my goals. And, we put God first in everything we do. No matter what type of trials and tribulations we went through, we always had faith in everything we do to be successful.
When you first showed up, you were called Tall for Nothing, TFN. That's what coaches, that's what players called you, and now it's come full circle. What did you have to do to make it into this moment?
I mean, really to try to prove people wrong and, just stick to what I do. Just work on my craft every day, take pride in it, and, represent my country the best way I can.
All right, you played high school in Arizona, you played college at Arizona, now you get to start your professional career with Phoenix. What does it mean to start it out there?
It means a lot to me because, the fans out there are amazing. They're the best fans in the world. And, I really want to go to Phoenix. I'm really happy to be a part of the Phoenix Suns now to really start a winning legacy with Devin Booker and Josh Jackson and all those other guys. And they're great. We're a young team and we're ready. I'm just happy to be a Phoenix Sun.
All right, Devin Booker, Deandre Ayton, Shaq and Kobe 2.0.
He sold himself even, 8 weeks ago saying, "Me and Devin Booker, we are going to be Shaq and Kobe 2.0. Do you buy that?
No, I don't buy that. That's a big shoes for Phil. But I will tell you this, I got a chance to talk to Book Richardson, who was the assistant coach, who's obviously going through a lot right now with the whole Arizona situation. And Book loves him. Book said that, that kid, he wants to work. He doesn't necessarily know if he's always had the right people around him to help him be better on a daily basis, but his skill set is off the charts. It really is. I mean, I think this kid and Devin Booker together with Eric Bledsoe, that's an interesting combination.
I think the other thing we got to point out is with
Eric Bledsoe.
I was going to say,
he's in Milwaukee.
He's in the hair salon.
Yeah, sorry. That's on me. Sorry.
No, but Igor Kokoshkov, such a great coach, not in terms of an X's and O's, but also player development. I think that's the big thing here. Talk about all the guys that got better in Utah over the years. Ricky Rubio was there barely a year,
Right.
and we saw the strides in his game. That's all Igor right there. And so the thing that I think when we talk about the warts that Ayton has, and even Booker, who himself also has his own shortcomings, that's stuff that they can get better as long as they buy in.
And that's transformative throughout an organization.
Absolutely.
Because look, not every organization is as good at developing talent as others. And if the Suns can become a team that can do that, that is a game changer.
Because they got raw talent. And beyond those, like Jackson and
they've had enough high picks over the last 5 or 6 years.
Dragon Bender, Marcus Chris, they've got talent. It's just you got to have some sort of organization there.
When you talk about draft picks, a lot of times you hear executives talk about floors and ceilings.
Right.
Ayton's ceiling is the highest in this draft. Nobody is more excited about who he could be. You talk about Doncic, people think he's got the highest floor in the draft. But they look at Ayton and they say, look, this guy's going to rebound because he's incredibly athletic and he's got incredible size. He's going to be able to score in the interior because he's going to be more athletic and have more size than most of the guys he goes up against. There is a lot of excitement about his floor and his ceiling.